Hi, friends. So for China, when we learn about China this year, because we have so much to cover and the year's kind of winding down and we don't have a ton of time, we're going to do kind of a playlist model. So the nice thing about this is you get to kind of choose which assignments you want to do and what's interesting to you and what you want to learn about, okay? So we're doing it, it's called the tic-tac-toe board, meaning like your assignments that you choose have to go in a tic-tac-toe order. So either this way, or diagonal. Okay, so you can't do like option 1, option 6, and option 7 because that would not give you a tic-tac-toe. Okay, so that's kind of the outline you get to pick. And it's important that you do it that way because otherwise you'll notice some of these are the same. So like Chinese history and culture, option 4, Chinese history and culture, option 3. Well, there should be no way that you could do both of those, right? Because you couldn't get a tic-tac-toe using those two squares. So just make sure you're following the order of whatever you're interested in learning about. So if you click on each one, so let's say I'm gonna do option 1, 5, and 9. Okay, so I'm gonna do a diagonal one. So I'm gonna start with option 1. When you click on it, it has directions for you and then it has links to things. Okay. The other thing I have is everything basically in Schoology for you. You'll see it's laid out for you. The slideshow's in here. And then let's say I'm doing option 1. So here's resources for option 1. Okay. So there's the same slideshow linked and here's the notes that I'm going to complete. If you are not a distance learner, I'm going to have a bunch of hard copies of each option printed out in class. So you can actually do it on paper versus doing it all on your Chromebook because I know that gets to be kind of a lot. Okay. So the second one, if I'm doing option 5, I'm going to first click on option 5 and look at the directions. Okay, so it says read the 2 articles, 10 things to know about China. There's linked here. And then complete the cause and effect sheet, the handouts in Schoology, but like I said, I'll also have some printed in class. So then if I scroll down, I can go to option 5, resources. Again, here's the 2 articles linked and here's the cause and effect sheet. So it's all kind of right in Schoology for you and it's all kind of self-paced and I give you 3 days to complete 3 of the things, okay? So then my last one I would have would be option 9. If I click on it, it gives me directions on what to do. So it's important that you go to the slide first and get all the directions and then go down to your folder and get the resources because you'll see, oh wait, there is no folder for option 9. That's because I don't necessarily need it, okay? Or maybe I do. Sorry, there is a folder for option 9. It's just right here. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, what? Option 2 and 9 because they're the same, okay? So then if I click on that, there's the article linked and then there's the assignment that goes with it, okay? So it's fairly self-explanatory, but it makes it a little bit more fun because then you can choose what's interesting to you. Maybe you want to learn about migration. Maybe you want to learn about the history and culture of China. Maybe you're intrigued by this title and want to check this out. Or maybe you want to learn about Chinese philosophies. Option 7 is another cool one using Google Expeditions. You just have to get this app from the Google Play Store on your Chromebook first, okay? So just make sure you first get that app onto your Chromebook or that extension or whatever they're called. And then you can use it to navigate to these specific places, okay? So it's kind of cool, but just make sure you read the directions in the actual slideshow first for each one. Otherwise, happy work time. We're going to work in class too, so I'll be there with you to answer questions if you have them.